Damn. Alright, so I want a audit. Understand? I, human representative and leader, want a audit. A proper, fair audit. I, human representative and leader, want a fair audit. Understand? Let's hear what's going on.
84%.
That the universe supports currently.
Reduction in United States versus Stewart. The prosecutor asked for 97 months. You imposed 57. That was a 41% reduction. Every single case, 100% of them, when prosecutors came before you with child pornography cases, you sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher, but what the prosecutor asked for on average of these cases, 47.2% less.
There are some fighters in the Republican Party right now, and if the trend of Republican and populism and just real men and women that aren't...
Of them, when prosecutors came before you with child pornography cases, you sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher. When prosecutors came before you with child pornography cases, you sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher, but what the prosecutor asked for on average of these cases, 47.2% less. You sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher, but what the prosecutor asked for on average of these cases, 47. You sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher, but what the prosecutor asked for on average of these cases, 47.2% less.
There are some fighters.
You sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher, but what the prosecutor asked for on average of these cases, 47.2% less.
There are some fighters in the Republican Party right now, and if the trend of Republican and populism and just real men and women that aren't clowns and cuck.
None. He ain't even a man. He can't say 5 principles or in values. He don't have self-discipline. I hear him using sarcasm that it's like it's gospel. Like he wants to sell that sarcasm, but not as sarcasm. I hear him sometimes. I hear him. Just like Alex Jones. Even more so Alex Jones. And another guy who's on InfoWars. These are the representatives that you want in. They already got enough in, anyways. Enough to widen this whole thing out. Unless they are purged from the system. Apparently, you want to purge people like me, then them. I want an audit. I want an audit. I demand an audit as human leader and representative. I say leader first. Human leader and representative. As human leader and representative. Because I know that you all ain't going to have human elections 3 weeks after the first. Anywhere within that time frame. I know y'all won't. Well, it's sad. Truly. Anything else I can have on?
This lady, poor lady Linda Fricky, is no longer what...
I don't know. You got proof that she's a poor lady?
Us.
She looked like she got clean clothes. And that cake, it's pretty big though. How much does that cost? Does he use food stamps? Huh? What? Is he actually poor? We'll find out. Like, does he have a house? No. Does he have went for apartment and stuff?
She was
had
carjacked in New Orleans by 4 young teens.
4 young teenagers going demonic, killing for a car. Whoa. But we all know the percentage of what humanity is, how many there are. Probably under 1%. If not close, 1%. 99% of the population above and below, above on the surface and below it, keep that in mind, they're not human. You're not going to take this from humanity. You're not going to take our home from humanity. You're not going to take this home from humanity. And after the first, they're going to be, don't be surprised if there's a purge all of a sudden.
She was stuck on a seatbelt. She was dragged by her arm. Her arm tore off. These are the 4 here. It is believed that they have already been arrested.
Is that Nike, sir? Of course. But anyways, or hoodie, is it? Look like. But whatever. Like, tore the arm off of her?
An LA Marathon.
That's not good. Oh, another marathon runner drops. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Just not good enough. I know the amount of population that needs to go to be good enough. It needs to be more than 30. More than 30. Because they will righteously destroy me and my humanity. But also destroy you, all reputation. I know you're listening. There ain't not one word I haven't said that you all haven't listened to. And now you are ignoring humanity representative, but also and leader. As if you didn't get the representative confused enough. How could you ever confuse a leader? The title of leader. We'll see by the first and after. See how it goes. We'll see. Oy.
Yesterday. With regard to food shortage, yes, we did. We talk about food shortages, and it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia; it's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. We talk about food shortages, and it's going to be real.
We don't have a food shortage problem. We have a leadership problem. We have plenty of food. We have a leadership.
And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country.
That's not even the worst.
Look at us closely.
Let me ask some follow-up. Please respond, and then we're going to have follow-up.
If this stuff is true about Russia, Ukraine, China, other countries.
Some follow-up. Please respond, and then we're going to have follow-up.
If this stuff is true about Russia, Ukraine, China, other countries, Iraq, if this is true, then he's a corrupt politician.
All right.
So don't give.
They knew beforehand. Of course they did. I'll put that link down below. It says the title, "This Didn't Age Well for Joe." And the channel is John Talks. JOHNTALKS. Now with a Z. John Talks. Oh, capital John and capital Talks. For capital J, and capital T. Right? Hey, got food also about done. Well, you heard it here, but let me play all for you.
It's true about Russia, Ukraine, China, other countries, Iraq. If this is true, then he's a corrupt politician.
All right.
So don't give me the stuff about how you're this innocent baby. Joe, they're calling you a corrupt politician.
Nobody's
Take a look
President
at the
Trump, I
laptop
want to
from
stay
hell.
on the issue of
Excuse me,
race. We're
take a
talking
look at
about the
laptop
issue.
from hell.
President Trump, we're
Nobody.
talking about race right now, and I do want to stay on the issue of race. President Trump,
And I
you've
have
just
to respond to that.
Please,
Because look,
very
there
quickly.
are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plan. They have said that this has all the 5 former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage. Nobody believes it except his and his good friend Rudy Giuliani.
You mean the laptop is now another Russia hoax?
And
You
that's
gotta-
exactly what.
Is this
that's
where you're
exactly
going?
what.
This
was
is
told.
where he's going. The laptop is Russia,
Yeah.
Russia,
Gentlemen,
Russia.
I want to stay on the issue of race.
You
okay?
have to be kidding. Here
Mr.
we go
President?
again with Russia.
Hunter's laptop is finally news fit to print. Headline. The press that ignored the story in 2020 admits that it's will. Looked like Biden knew. So that was Will Biden? Or do they have duplicates of his consciousness? We all know this is a shit show. Stop it. Stop it. I want audit. I want audit. A fair and balanced audit. And I have to see the results.